So how about that for a pretty significant trough after a crest? We go into a significant trough here on the 23rd, revisiting a support level that was recently a past opportunity. I'd say that sharp drop stands out in a period of rotation, which was kind of going on here sideways until we had that drop. So we revisit a crest on the 24th, 25th. We revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. And possibly a high side. I had a red ellipse here. I don't know what happened to it, but there wasn't a red ellipse here. I'm not sure if this red line would have made it, but it would have been. It either would have made it or it would have been real close. There was a red ellipse here. I think people who are on live will probably remember me talking about how there's this drop before this pop here to the high. Also, guys, I am leaving tomorrow for Florida. It's confirmed we're leaving tomorrow in the morning for Florida, so I will not be on live on Wednesday. Probably not on Thursday either. So just be mindful of that. I'm going to try and preempt what will happen throughout the day. But you can see here we had a pretty bearish day, guys. Low towards the end of the day. We had a low here around 230, low correlation here between 2 and 3, and then possibly another trough around 330. And it looks like we're pretty spot on with the timing there. Out of this decline, though, there should be a big move from the bottom of a range to the top of a range. And there's a trade opportunity in the midst of that, either low at the end of the day or in the midst of this move from the bottom of range to the top of range. Actually looks like it's that big move to the upside. It's fast sudden move higher that towards the end of the day that's a trade opportunity. Tomorrow's low probably about 115. I would say it's a bullish opportunity. You want to get in this trough here around 230. You want to get into a long position there. It's scary, I know, but you want to get into a long position there and hold it for this move from the bottom of a range to the top of a range. The following day we open higher, or there's a big move higher to reach for distant resistance. But my sense is that you probably close out of that long position right there at the open in the midst of a fast sudden move higher there at the open. It's the completion of a bullish trend there. I would close out of the long position there. Um, yeah, and then you could open up a long position either, excuse me, you could open up a short position either in the midst of this rally at the end of the day, which should be a notable move. probably to the upper end of a range. Or you could do it the following day, first thing in the morning. We've got that unicursal and a pretty strong decline there. About midday, however, I would probably open up a long position myself in both directions there midday, around that Princess of Swords. And there's a sharp drop there. And then there's a lot of trade opportunity towards the end of the day, but you could close out of the long position probably at the end of the day. Yeah, so you could probably do a day trade where in the midst of this behavior, you might be able to close out of both the short and the long for a profit, in the midst of this behavior. And then first thing in the morning on the 26th, you could close a long position as well as open a short position, close a short position here when rotating sideways along a key support level after some erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. There's a trade opportunity, a sharp drop around 130, 145, 150-ish, sharp drop to a support level, and then we rotate sideways along that support level. That's a trade opportunity there. And then what I'll do is I'll probably get on the 29th. I'll probably try and get on. Either I'll get on the weekend for a live, or I'll try and hop on the 29th for a live, because I'm coming right back. I'll be driving another 2 days back, probably on the 30th and the 31st. But on what you want to position yourself for on the 26th, I would say, there's some back and forth, a lot of price change here on the 30th. You could probably close both a long and a short position, both here on the 30th as well. Hey, Vanessa. Appreciate the safe travel wishes. Hey, Conrad. Yeah, email me through the site, and what I'll do is I'll send you a coupon code, and you can then take off the 111 from the subscription. So like when you upgrade, you'll pay for the 250, but there'll be a coupon code that reduces it by 111, and it'll just reduce it for that first month. Hey, Tabraze. Hey, Tabraze. Yeah, I think probably good idea to close it in the morning. I think that was a wise call. Hopefully you got it right here in this what is that, 219. So I was about 10 minutes off on that trough there. But there's that spike down. That's the opportunity to get in with this big move to the upside. I would probably close, if you don't want to take a day trade, I would say close it first thing in the morning tomorrow. if there's a lot of profits, I don't know how high this is going to go, but there will be a big move to the upside here. I don't know how big of a move. So if there's a lot of profits and you can take a day trade, it might make sense to. However, it does look like we're opening significantly higher. Or moving significantly higher in the pre-market, and there's that opportunity first thing in the morning to close out of the long position. I think it probably is a May high, the 25th. At the end of the day or early in the morning on the 26th, somewhere around the 25th, 26th is probably a May high there. Yeah. We're going to do erratic behavior there 24th. Right? We're going to open notably higher. We open notably higher the next day. Looks like probably higher the next day. So even during these like bearish moments, we're opening higher each day. Oh, you got it, Conrad. Appreciate it, Tabriz. And hey, AV1111, I forgot to say hello. Hello. So yeah, it probably is still the May high. I projected in one of the past lives we were talking about um there's like we put a red ellipse here. It wasn't too far from the May high. We put a red ellipse somewhere around here. I think we probably just missed this red bar. Probably just missed getting into it. E-Trade erased it for whatever reason, but it was there. So this was foreseeing this taking place, and then we should have some pretty big moves like gaps up and whatnot here. Appreciate your support, AV. I see that little badge you've got there, that star. That's the first time I've seen that star. Um, so much appreciation goes out to you for being the first one, my friend. Yeah, I think so, Tabriz. But I would. There's a lot of like if you missed the beginning, I basically went through like the next few days as far as the trades. There's like back and forth kind of going on. There's a lot of bearish trades in here, even though we're going up. So holding a long position multiple days might get scary. You could do it, but it might be scary. And also, I'm not always right. So remember that, trade responsibly. Does that make sense, AV? It looks like we're going to have like higher opens, consecutively higher opens, even with this bearish behavior going on throughout the day. Besides space, what other stock would I recommend for a multi-month long hold? Um, I'm a big fan of MGM. I'm not covering MGM anymore just because like it doesn't really need to be covered. It's just going to go higher. In 2020, I did a reading for what would be like the best stock to hold for the next 10 years. Back in 2020, MGM was the reading. I got a lot of strong impressions to hold MGM. So that's always one that I'm looking to buy and hold. Um, God, there's so many that I looked at. Let me get back to you on that, Conrad. I'm gonna take a look at some of them, and I'll do like a quick post. From I'll do like a quick short from the road with that with the question answered there. I'm just texting that question to myself so I don't forget. Sorry, guys. All right, cool. Yeah, I think that was a wise move to brace holdings. SPC into the end of the year is looking pretty bright right now. I'm not sure how well it's going to perform in 2024, so I think I'm probably going to get out here in 2023, but I'm expecting like a $55 range there. Guys, if you're just hopping on, remember I will be driving tomorrow and Thursday. Chances are I will not be able to do a live session during the market hours. I'm going to try and hop on kind of like random times, and I'll probably hop on over the weekend to make up for it. But just keep that in mind, guys. If you're relying on some advisement here, I'm not going to be around tomorrow and the next day for the lives. Hey, ANG Finn or Ange Finn, welcome. Does do you mean the Dow Jones or JD? Because usually that dollar sign means an exchange. Do you mean JD.com? I'm not sure what you mean by the dollar sign JD. Or did you mean Dow Jones and just put the J and the D backwards? To praise. If you sent me a flight to Dubai, you would make a lifelong friend. I'm just telling you right now. I've had a long and uh, difficult road here, so something like a flight to Dubai would just be like, oh wow, I finally made it. That would be so awesome. Appreciate the intentions, my friend, and it would be nice to meet you too. And Finn, if or Ange Finn, if you missed that, I just need some clarification on the dollar sign JD. Did you mean dollar sign DJ, like the Dow Jones, or is it a stock ticker JD? Had a follow up question on NNDM from yesterday. You said out of the decline there will be a fast sudden move higher, and then later you said possibly three times would it three times from now or after the decline? Oof. Let's see. How about I just tell you which way it's going here from here? It's a breeze. Is that where you are? Are you in? You're in Dubai right now? That's so crazy. I have people on from Dubai on. Just JD. Okay, I'll take a look in a second. It looks like there's still a sharp drop in there, sideways rotation, and then a sharp drop, and we're gonna revisit a support level that was an opportunity there. That's for NNDM, AV 1111. So I would look for the revisiting of a support level that was an opportunity. Hey, AU. All right, let's take a look. Matter of fact, let me just answer JD real quick. Does JD recover and move up this month? Yes or no? That's a no, unfortunately, ANG Finn. I got the Hangman card. Halting of a bullish trend marked by a sharp decline through key support. Also a no if you're doing yes, no, which we were. All right, Bitcoin. I think my May reading for Bitcoin was not that hot, if I remember correctly. I pretty awful on the highs and the lows. But let's take a look. I might be wrong. And if you guys notice, I don't take down bad readings. They stay up. Good, bad, and the ugly. They all stay up. I got nothing to hide. Um, hmm. Is there a trough or low price at the end of the day? Hmm. My sense is that it was here. This was the trough. This was probably the trough right here, and what we're gonna see is kind of like a bullish kind of trend into the 24th, but that'll end, and then we should have a drop there to probably back down to these price levels, maybe down to here, 27.2 ish, 27. That's awesome. I'd love to go to Dubai. That would be so cool. Um, AV, do you mean? Are you asking if you should buy more in the dip? AV 1111? Is that what you mean when you say okay and then add? Do you mean like add more shares? Should you buy Disney calls and sell at the end of the week? B. Do we have a Disney for this month? I can't remember if we did it for this month or not. Oof. Okay, so it didn't end up being a lowest low there on the 11th, but definitely caught that big drop. That would have been a solid. Oh my God, look at that. On the third, fourth. Hmm. Even if you got it at a bad point here on the fourth, it still would have made you a lot of money closing it there on the 11th, or opening something on the 5th as well, opening a short position on the 5th as well. Same thing, would have looked like it was the wrong move over the weekend, but then it would have turned around, boom, pretty solid move there. So the question is about Disney. Disney calls and sell at the end of the week. I mean, I would say if you're gonna buy Disney calls, you might get away with selling them tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then on the 26th, and if not on the 26th, then the 31st. So I'd probably get the expiration for those Disney calls out into June, because you'll have one of those three opportunities you should be able to close out for a good profit. Don't forget that rule of karma, my friend. You're welcome, ANG Finn. I'm not sure how to say the Ang Finn. You're welcome. Thanks for your support and welcome. My Netflix one, let's take a look. Yeah, this one's pretty off as well, but we do have, what is this, the 11th, 12th. We did catch this crest here. Ended up being a significant high, not a highest high. And then it looks like, oof, what is that? The 18th. There was a big drop here, right? This drop early in the day, or whenever it was in the day on the 17th, that would have offered a significant opportunity to open up a long position and close that long position the very next day on the 18th, and then open up a short position on the 18th. There's got to be people making money with this one. So the question is, oh, there is no question. We're just taking a look at it. To Braze, do I think XFOR will break through heavy resistance in the near future? Yes or no? Correct. That's an affirmative. A fast, sudden move higher. Hey, Robert. BLMN. Let's see. The chart looks like it's got some promise to me. So for BLMN, I just see more sideways. It's just more sideways kind of behavior going on there. Hey Carolyn, SPG coming weeks. Carolyn, I'm actually driving to Florida tomorrow. It's official. I am leaving tomorrow for Florida. Not sure how long I'll be able to stay down there though. But we shall see. Maybe we can actually meet up. So SPG coming week. One sec. All right. All right. SPG coming weeks. Or coming weeks. So next week's looking like a failed attempt to break through key resistance, and it'll look like we're going to break through it based on what technicals would lead you to believe, but instead we decline through key support. The following week, it looks like a key resistance is highlighted and we kind of flatten out there. Okay, yeah, AU, just send me an email through the site and we'll get you a coupon code so you could upgrade. Hey Taro, do you also mind giving me your TSLA prediction for the rest of the week? Sure thing. As soon as Siri stops bothering me. I gotta get my sunglasses repaired. The side is, one of the little screws is broken, and they're like sliding off my face. Hmm. Looks like more decline tomorrow for Tesla on the 24th. There's like an attempt to establish support, and there's also a sharp decline tomorrow. And then on the 25th, it's depending on how much we decline tomorrow, it's possible we see a lowest low there. Otherwise, it's just going to stand out as a really significant trough for the month there on the 25th. Probably gap up on the 26th and then decline some more with increasing momentum as we move forward into the weekend. and then probably another gap up over the weekend to a key resistance level. We might end up having a highest high here actually. If the 25th doesn't end up being a lowest low, it's just a prominent trough but not a lowest low. There's a high probability of this Ace of Swords being a highest high on the 30th, 31st. And I would definitely utilize these two cards together combined are really speaking about opportunity to position yourself in both directions, utilizing that resistance level as kind of like a mean point between a straddle and strangle. Um, Both days, the 30th and the 31st, both have sharp drops off of them, so they probably both start to the upside and then fall through. Yeah, I wouldn't go long in Tesla today. I would wait until the 25th. If I was going to go long in Tesla, I'd wait until the 25th. And then it'll probably look like it was a bad move on the 26th towards the end of the day, but then we should open notably higher on the 30th. There's a good chance this is the highest high here on the 30th. Gold, let me take a look for you. Oh, guys, I'm going to put in the comments after I get off of this. I'm going to pin to the comments the link for our Webull referral code. If you're new and you're looking to open up a brokerage account, guys, Robinhood's really popular, but frankly, from the standpoint of a professional trader, you don't want to use Robinhood for a number of different reasons. It's just not good. Webull is a much better choice. I would recommend them even if I didn't have a referral code that gave us both up to 24 free shares of stock. So, in other words, if you sign up through the referral code that I'm going to pin in the comments after this live ends, we both get up to 24 free shares of stock, and signing up for the account is free as well. I would recommend Webull even if I wasn't getting free shares of stock. It's a good one. I use it regularly. Um, Gold. Okay. Ah. Early June. I would say you probably want to get out of gold on the 20. You want to get out of a short position in gold on the 26th. I would wait until the 26th to close that short position in gold, Carolyn. Just me personally. Hey, Mysterious MM, welcome. MWG was $16 a month ago. Biggest drop in IPO history from 16 to 70 cents. Ouch. Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel bad for those IPO people. Only a 7.2 million float. Rumors are a very large naked short position, larger than GameStop. Could it be GameStop 2.0? Well, let's find out. Is there going to be something similar to a GameStop going on there? Yes or no? Oh my gosh. Aeon card, my friends. pushing the upper end of a range higher. So I would say that's pretty significant, yes. I would probably hop into this stock based on pulling this card for it and it being around 70 cents. I'm going to write that down and add it to our list. Thank you very much, Mysterious MM. MWG. MGM. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I've got some indigestion. Oh, yikes. Big move to the downside there. Oh my gosh. All right, so see how this ends up being a highest high. Sometimes, often the Ace of Swords ends up being a highest high. Looks like it did in this case. I would say we probably have, based on what's transpired on the chart and what we've got ahead of us, we probably have a lower price level on the cusp of the 26th. Like towards the end of the day on the 26th, we probably have a lower price level there. Let me see. But I think if you hold the long position into June, you'll probably be happy about that if you hold the long position into June, Carolyn. You're welcome, Conrad. Yeah, I'll see you there, Mysterious M, in Dubai. Is there a big drop in Netflix? Wow, these are off. My God. I don't see a big drop. I don't see a big drop. If anything, I see out of a notable trough tomorrow on the 24th. So it's not going to be a lowest low, but it'll be a trough. There's a notable move towards the end of the day to the upside. But I would want to be in a bullish stance looking at this lust card for the beginning of June or somewhere in June. I would want to be in a bullish stance when we look at Netflix from. Yeah, so I'm not really seeing like a sharp drop there for not this week. All right, my friends, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, guys, I won't be on tomorrow, the next day. I'm going to try and hop on at some random times over the weekend. And possibly even next week there'll be a couple of days where I'm out. But if so, I'll definitely get on somewhere on Monday or over the weekend beforehand to prep everybody. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. Welcome new people. And as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. It's the most important part of this channel. If you don't know about the rule of karma, guys, pay attention. This is super important. On our website, Tarot for Traders, we have a resources tab. We ask that everybody who's profiting from this information, we're sending it out there for free. It's like a ton of information. It takes a long time to put this together and a lifetime of hardships to figure out how to do. We're asking that you take 5% of the profits from the information and donate it back to to one of these charities here using one of these links, and then 5% of the profits back to the channel here at Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Wise. That really helps to support the channel, allow us to continue putting out more and more content. Make sure to spend that remaining 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, the universe is going to send it back to you